What it do, baby? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to another fragrance video. So I have gotten a lot of new perfumes since my last perfume haul, so I just kind of wanted to update you guys on what I have in my collection and how my collection has grown. And there are just some fragrances in here that I absolutely love. I do want to say before I get into this video, if you are like a perfume video watcher like me, like that is 95% of the YouTube videos that I watch, I am and I can be a bit of a hype beast when it comes to fragrances. Like if someone's hyping up a fragrance a lot, I can, you know, jump on the train really easily and like really want to go smell it, because it's just like a hobby of mine, a very expensive hobby of mine to, you know, smell perfumes and like watch videos and see what people recommend. And that's how I find a lot of my perfumes, is through other people's recommendations. So there's gonna be a lot of popular perfumes. All of that to say, in this video, there's gonna be a lot of popular fragrances. I do wanna get to a point where I've smelled all of the popular fragrances and I'm getting more into like the things that no one really knows about yet, but I'm just not there yet. I will say I also am a niche gal, which is also very expensive. Niche basically means, if you don't know, that the fragrance house only does perfumes. So Dior obviously does shoes and handbags, and Chanel does shoes and all of those other things. But yeah, I just wanted to just forewarn you guys also. I do tend to lean towards niche more. I just find that I just like wearing them more. I reach for them more. But there is one designer fragrance in this video, so yeah. First, I just want to start off with a perfume that actually isn't new to my collection. I haven't mentioned it on my YouTube yet because it was in LA while I was filming those other perfume YouTube videos. So let's just go ahead and get started with that one. The first fragrance I want to talk to you guys about is called Bond No. 9 Saks Fifth Avenue for Her. And this is such a gorgeous fragrance. I'm obsessed. One thing I really love is a white floral. I love a white floral. I love how clean they are. I love how assertive they are. Ugh, I just love them. I love them. So this is a really strong white floral, and it's kind of creamy, but it has like this sunscreen thing about it going on that I absolutely love, and I think is just so beautiful. To me, it just smells like white flowers and sunscreen worn by a boss ass bitch, literally. Like this just smells like white flowers, sunscreen worn by an elegant lady, and it's so strong. It has such good performance. It's just honestly amazing. I do think this is a little bit more of a summer fragrance, but I really do think you could get away with it in the winter as well. I've worn it in the winter just fine. This also has a lot of tuberose in it, so if you don't like tuberose or white florals, probably stay away from this one. But if you love them like me, definitely check it out. The next one I have to talk about is also another Bond No. 9 fragrance. This is called Greenwich Village by Bond No. 9. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with their bottles. Their bottles are so cute. This smells like green juicy fruit medicinalness. If you guys have smelled Baccarat Rouge, you kind of know what I mean by medicinal, like doctor's office, kind of like that molecule thing going on, but it just smells so juicy to me. It is so yummy. I get so many compliments on this. I also get a lot of compliments on the Saks Fifth, but this one is just like such an easy everyday fragrance, can be worn year round. This fragrance is just super fresh and clean, but still adding like that bit of tanginess and just a bit of something different about it that I just absolutely love. The next one I want to talk about is Creed Love in White for Summer. So as you guys can see, this perfume has a very heavy dent in it. I honestly don't even remember wearing this perfume that much, but I think one of the reasons it has such a big dent in it is because whenever I spray it so much. This is what fresh and clean smells like to a T. This fragrance honestly doesn't have much other going on with it except for the fact that it just smells so transparent, so fresh, so airy, so clean, so see-through, just like the epitome of clean laundry. If you want to smell just undeniably like fresh and clean, please go get the scent. Even though this is so clean and so transparent and just so fresh, it is still really, really strong. And I think for that reason, it is definitely worth the price tag. I don't know if I would repurchase this though, just because I feel like it leaves a little bit to be desired for me personally, because I like a bit of something that is a little bit more. Like, even if it is fresh, I would like something like Greenwich Village where it's like juicy, but this is like honestly just like a sharp, fresh, clean laundry type of scent. I think this is perfect for the gym. Mixing it up from clean and fresh scents, I want to talk about Oud Bouquet from MAISON. Not Maison. Yes, it is. This is Oud Bouquet from MAISON Lancome, the private collection. And this one is, oh my god, it's so pretty. You guys, if y'all watch Demi Rawling, you know she used to hype this up so much, but there has been reformulations or whatever the case, and this is like the new formulation of it. I've heard that it's a lot different from the other formulation, but I've never smelled the other formulation. But this one is still so beautiful in and of itself. I think this is such a stunning winter fragrance. I'm not really a woodsy type of fragrance person at all. Like, I don't tend to lean more towards like warm woods or anything like that. But I do love me some rose. Rose is one of my favorite scents ever. This has such a beautiful rose note in it. I'm absolutely obsessed. Picture like a oud wood log sprinkled with like some powdered sugar, sprinkled with just a ton of beautiful, delicious roses, sprinkled with some more powdered sugar. That is what this fragrance smells like. Like, I could not describe it in any other way. It's so addicting, so cozy, but still like beautiful enough for you to wear it out and about as well. And this bottle, like, hello. It's beautiful, and this performance on this is really, really good too. I wore it in Dallas on a sweater, put the sweater back inside my suitcase, came home, 5-hour drive, opened my suitcase, smelled my jacket, and it was like I had just put it on. Okay, so now I want to talk about a designer fragrance, and this is the Absolutely Blooming by Miss Dior. I actually had this like 2 years ago when I very first started getting into perfumes, and I just wasn't really into it for some reason. It smelled too mature for me, which is crazy because this is not a mature fragrance in the slightest. But at the time it had smelled too mature for me, so I ended up giving it to my mom. But then I went out to coffee with my friend Rocky, and she was wearing this, and I was like, what are you wearing? And she told me it was this, and I was like, this is such a beautiful, classy, everyday, womanly, sweet fragrance. You could have told me you were wearing Parfum de Marly and I would have believed you, or some other high-end niche fragrance and I would have believed you. It's just so beautiful. Such a gorgeous, juicy floral with like a hint of muskiness, and I love musk in fragrances. I think it's so beautiful and just wears so well. But this fragrance is just absolutely stunning, and I get so many compliments whenever I wear this. And also the sillage and the projection on this fragrance is unreal for a designer perfume. This is one of the most gorgeous designer perfumes I've ever smelled, and I really have to give a shout out to one of like my favorite perfume channels ever. Her name is Alicia. I will put her at. This is like her ride or die fragrance, and after smelling it on my friend and after hearing her rave about this fragrance, I was completely sold. But this is the old formulation. They just reformulated it. I've smelled the new formulation. I just smelled it like really quickly, but it seems like very, very, very fresh and less dense compared to what this is. And this is already not a very dense fragrance in my eyes. So it is a bit disappointing. I don't know why. Fragrance lines always reformulate their most popular perfumes. It's very, very odd to me. But either way, if you can get your hands on the 2017 formulation, please do. The next fragrance I want to talk about is Tom Ford Tabacco Vanille. This is truly one of my favorite fragrances at the moment. I cannot stop wearing this fragrance, you guys. I cannot stop wearing this fragrance, you guys. And every time I am wearing this fragrance, I seriously just feel so like this is one of the most addictive vanillas I've ever smelled. And I don't know if it's the tobacco in this that makes it addictive or what, but it smells so good to me. And whenever I smelled this, I was first in Chicago, and it was like a little bit too weird for me at the time. I liked it, but I didn't like understand it really. I went back to Nordstrom and I sprayed it, and I just smelled it at the first spray, and the first initial spray is just straight tobacco. Like it smells like you just opened a bag of tobacco, and you're like, and I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, immediately no. Immediately no. Immediately no.
And then I kept smelling my arm where this was, and I was like, get out. This is the most sweet, addictive vanilla I have ever smelled. It is so delicious and so unlike anything that I would think that I liked for myself, but it is just grown woman, sexy, cozy, addictive. It's kind of a boozy vanilla gourmand that is just so beautiful and grown and just stunning. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. I'm so sad that I didn't give it a chance sooner. I'm not the biggest fan of Tom Ford fragrances. I feel like they leave a lot to be desired for the price tag that they are. But this one, this is it. This is it. So the next one I want to talk about is the MFK Baccarat Rouge Extrait, and I hope all of you guys have already smelled Baccarat Rouge before. If you haven't smelled the Extrait, I hope you smelled Baccarat Rouge. If you haven't smelled Baccarat Rouge, you probably have smelled Baccarat Rouge without knowing you've smelled Baccarat Rouge. Baccarat Rouge is basically the lighter, more airier version of this. This one just adds a bit of depth to Baccarat Rouge. So Baccarat Rouge is a medicinal burnt sugar pennies type of fragrance, and this is more, it adds just a bit of like woodsiness and a bit of just depth and density to the original Baccarat Rouge. Whenever I first got this, the first day, I sprayed the shopping bag that I had got and smelled it, and then left it in the room and kept the door closed because I was at my friend Bal's. And every time we would open the door to my room, it was just like, I sprayed one spray. I sprayed one spray. Every time we would open the door to this room, it was like this blast of just like sugary, woodsy, airy deliciousness that also smelled like pennies to me. But it is just so beautiful, so beautiful. This also is just like such an easy reach fragrance because I think you can really wear it for any setting. I truly believe that you can wear this to any situation whatsoever, and I know that's kind of crazy because it's such an expensive perfume, but I think if you're just going to the gym and you spray just one spray or two sprays, you know you just smell like clean and good and sweet and just good. And then if you're going out to the club, you can spray like 3 sprays, 4 sprays if you're feeling crazy, and know that you just smell so good. It's so versatile, and I think it's just a staple in anybody's perfume collection, either this or Baccarat Rouge. My only complaint is that everyone and their moms has this scent. This is the most powerful perfume. Like, say I'm wrong. This is the most strong perfume that is out there, and it has such crazy projection that you're gonna go nose blind to it. So if someone else is wearing it, you won't be able to appreciate the fragrance. With this one, I think that's the only downside, is that so many people have this perfume. The next one that I have just added to my collection is Bal D'afrique by Byredo. So this is such an interesting scent to me, and it's just so addictive because this is the definition of an airy scent. It has almost like an herby quality to it, you know, kind of like a green, something you would see from Le Labo or something like that. Like it has like this herb greenness about it, like this greenness, and you just get like little wafts of it, and it's just really, really addicting and beautiful. I am absolutely obsessed with how woodsy and spicy and sweet this fragrance is, all while managing to be so light and airy but still have amazing projection and longevity. It truly is just such a special fragrance, and I'm so happy that I added this to my collection. And the last one I'm going to talk about is this Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. I actually had a full bottle of this and traveled with it, and then it broke all in my suitcase, so do not travel with the original Love Don't Be Shy. The glass is very thin, but I picked up a travel size since then because I didn't want to get a full bottle again when I could get one of these, and this one was only $50. This is rumored to be the scent the infamous Rihanna wears, and honey, I am absolutely trying to smell like Rihanna. So this is a really, really, really sweet orange blossom scent. This reminds me of like a grown-up Fantasy by Britney Spears. Not that it smells like Fantasy by Britney Spears, but it just gives me the same kind of like super sweet girly vibes. It is so, so sweet. It smells like Pez dispenser candies. That being said, it kind of smells like watermelon a bit to me, and I'm not sure why, like watermelon Pez dispensers just like topped off with a bunch of sugar on top, but it's really, really gorgeous and I really love it. And I don't think this is a fragrance I would want to wear all the time, but I think whenever I do wear it, I enjoy it so much. And that is it, you guys. That is all of my new fragrances. Let me know if you guys want me to keep doing perfume videos. I have been thinking about doing like a most complimented in my collection, and a fragrances I would repurchase in my collection, my top 5 in my collection, things like that. I watch perfume videos all the time, so I have all of these ideas. So if you guys are interested in seeing more perfume videos, please give this video a thumbs up so I know. Trust me, I would love to do them. Please comment your signature scent down below so that I can go stalk it and look at all the reviews and possibly get a sample. So tell me what you love wearing down below. I would love to chat with you about fragrances, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.